Hi, welcome to the January 2022 Bourne Review. I'm Susan Barlow. First, some headline news and announcements. The District Attorney for Cape and the Islands, Michael O'Keefe, has announced that he will not seek re-election. He was elected to the position in 2003, and prior to that, he held the Assistant DA position since 1982. Pat Nemeth has been appointed as a full member of the Bourne Zoning Board of Appeals, filling Harold A. Kalick's seat. Longtime member Mr. Kalick resigned effective January 1st, 2022, due to other commitments taking up his time. Ms. Nemeth has been the alternate member of the board. A retirement party was held for Town Planner Corinne Moore. Appointed town planner back in 2002, she has stated that she is most proud of the development of the Growth Incentive Zone and the ongoing renaissance of downtown Bourne and Main Street. We wish her a very happy retirement. Applications for Community Preservation Act funding are now available in the town clerk's office at the town hall. You can also find the applications online at townofbourne.com. Just click on the Boards and Committees tab and then the Community Preservation Committee tab. The applications are on the menu on the left side of the web page. Applications must be filed back in the clerk's office no later than 4:30 p.m. on Friday, February 25th. These applications are for projects that must be related to community housing, open space, recreation, and restoration of historic resources. The warrant for Spring Town Meeting and Special Town Meeting opened on February 2nd. The closing dates will be sooner than usual due to staffing shortages at the Town Hall. The closing date for warrant articles at the annual town meeting is Thursday, March 3rd, and the Special Town Meeting warrant will close on Thursday, March 17th. More truck stop than the usual Cumberland Farms convenience store gas station? Well, the Select Board has approved Cumberland Farms' plan to build a gigantic, quote, turnpike-style truck stop at the Bourne Rotary right next to the topiary that spells out Cape Cod and greets travelers as they come over the Bourne Bridge. Cumberland Farms and the town of Bourne have been battling it out in court for years over how visitors to the Cumberland Farms re-enter traffic. Cumberland Farms wanted to be able to re-enter directly into the Rotary, as the current Cumberland Farms does. The planning board says no. They want traffic to re-enter further up from the Rotary and directly onto MacArthur Boulevard. Any traffic wishing to go in the other direction would have to reverse direction at the turnarounds on MacArthur Boulevard. Many still wonder why Cumberland Farms is pursuing this project when plans for the location of the new Bourne Bridge and Sagamore Bridge and the approaches to these bridges has yet to be designed. On January 28th, officials from Mass DOT, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the Assistant Secretary of the Army, and the Federal Highway Administration met with Senator Markey, Senator Warren, and Congressman Bill Keating to discuss funding the replacement of the Bourne and Sagamore bridges using Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act that was passed in November. There are new temporary hours at the Jonathan Bourne Public Library. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, they're open 9 to 5, and on Thursdays, 12 to 8. Now for our top stories. The search for a new town administrator continues. 2 finalists were selected from a pool of 20 applicants and presented to the board on December 28th. Ms. Callahan served as the town manager in Oxford, Massachusetts, and before that she was the town administrator in Millville. She has a Bachelor in Science and a Bachelor in Arts from BU and a Master's in Public Health and a Doctorate in Higher Education Policy Research and Administration from UMass Amherst. Ms. McCollum has been the Assistant Town Manager in Plymouth for 4 years. She has a Bachelor of Science degree from Ball State University and a Master's in Public Administration from Bridgewater State University. At their January 18th meeting, the Select Board voted to offer the job to Ms. Callahan. At the February 1st Select Board meeting, Peter Meyer read Ms. Callahan's letter to the board stating, "Dear Mr. Meyer, It is with sincere regret that I inform you that I need to withdraw my candidacy from the Bourne Town Administrator search process due to extenuating family medical issues. I will not be able to continue the process at this time. The board has been very gracious and diligent in its duties in offering me the position in conducting a deliberate and highly professional search with the assistance of Community Paradigm Associates. I was very pleased to become a finalist and excited to have the board place confidence in my candidacy by offering me the position. After speaking with you, I appreciate your understanding and willingness to share with the board this very difficult decision. Please inform the board this decision is a strictly personal one and not a result of anything other than my love for family. The town of Bourne is a truly vibrant community and is rich in history and natural beauty. It deserves to have the full attention of leadership and energy of its next town administrator. I am grateful to the board and screening committee for the honor and privilege of selecting me as a finalist and ultimately extending to me the offer of the position, for it's truly a wonderful professional opportunity. Despite this difficult personal decision, please know that I both wish the board my very best going forward and the town tremendous success in its future endeavors. Respectfully submitted, Jennifer M. Callahan. The Select Board is deciding how to move forward, either by offering the position to the runner-up, Ms. McCollum, or revisit all the candidates who were previously considered, or to just start from scratch. Mass Maritime Academy's permit to discharge partially treated wastewater into the canal came up for renewal. Last November, hundreds of residents turned out at the special open town meeting to vote overwhelmingly against discharging wastewater into the canal. For the past 20 years, Mass Maritime Academy has used the permit to discharge up to 77,000 gallons daily into the canal. The Buzzards Bay Coalition presented a plan to Bourne residents and Bourne leaders via a Zoom meeting to greatly expand the discharge pipe at the Mass Maritime Academy in order to discharge 3.5 million gallons up to 10 million gallons per day of treated wastewater from Wareham, South Plymouth, Marion, and the Mass Maritime Academy and the town of Bourne. Public comment period ends February 8th. Comments could be mailed to George Papadopoulos at the EPA. The address is papadopoulos.george@epa.gov. The town of Bourne sewer commissioners took up discussion of the renewal of Mass Maritime's wastewater discharge and their own comments to the EPA regarding the permit during their January 25th sewer commissioners meeting. Mary Jane Mastrangelo said there were some good points about the permit. She pointed out a discrepancy between monitoring frequency of nitrogen. The draft permit says nitrogen will be monitored quarterly, but their fact sheet says it will be monitored monthly. The board would like to see this decided and clarified to be a monthly monitoring and reporting of nitrogen levels from the discharge pipe at the Mass Maritime Academy. The board voted in favor of the renewal of the permit and asked Acting Town Administrator Glenn Cannon to write a letter to the EPA in support of the permit. 4 residents have been appointed to the new Wastewater Advisory Committee. 2 from the south side of the canal and 2 from the north side were selected by the Board of Sewer Commissioners at their January 25th meeting. 7 residents applied for the 4 slots. Kathleen Fox Salfano of Gray Gables and Keith Barber of Pecasset will represent the south side, and Christopher Heidelberg of Bournedale and Neil Langeal of Taylor's Point will represent the north side. The committee will assist with the ongoing development of the town's comprehensive wastewater management plan. Last year, the town hired the consulting firm Environmental Partners to assist in creating the comprehensive wastewater management plan. The plan is expected to be completed by 2023. The committee will also include members from the Planning Board, the Finance Capital Outlay Committee, the Conservation Commission, the Water Districts, the DPW, and the Town Administrator's Office. Meetings will be public. On Saturday, January 29th, Bourne and many other coastal areas in Massachusetts were hit with a historic blizzard that reminded some of the blizzard of '78. Bourne received about 2 feet or more of snow and howling gusts of winds up to 70 miles per hour, which created snow drifts up to 4 feet high. Residents were urged to stay off the roads, which were impassable with whiteout conditions and drifting snow. By noon on Saturday, 818 of the 11,762 Eversource customers had lost power in Bourne. Over the course of the storm, Eversource restored power to 3,000 Bourne homes. Some had lost power more than once. Bourne schools, the town hall, the community building, and the Bourne library were closed for the Monday after the storm as sidewalks and parking lots still needed to be cleared. Trash and recycling pickup was postponed for the week as DPW crews continued to clear the snow in preparation for the next storm due the following Friday, with predictions of significant rain and later freezing temperatures. They had to clear drains and catch basins so the rain would have some place to go and remove the snow before it was frozen solid in place. On Monday night, after Saturday's big storm, part of Main Street was shut down from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. so crews could use heavy-duty machinery to clear the snow from Main Street. Here's what's happening downtown. Construction of the Connect 55 Plus apartments, located across from Town Hall, is still ongoing. Many of these apartments have been pre-reserved, and a spokesperson at a meeting held across the street at the Hampton Inn said they hope to have construction completed by the first quarter of 2022. We're sad to say Vela Juice on Main Street has temporarily closed for the winter, but we look forward to seeing them back in the springtime. Here's an update on services. It's been a tough couple of years for most of us. If you are feeling depressed or hopeless or having suicidal thoughts, or if you know someone else struggling in this way, please reach out for help. Locally, you can call the Samaritans of Cape Cod at 508-548-8900 or their 800 number, 800-893-9900. Falmouth and Cape Cod hospitals are desperately in need of blood. In fact, the American Red Cross has issued an alert that the national blood supply is desperately low. Blood donations this month will receive a Target gift card. Blood drives are being held across the Cape. To schedule your appointment, visit www.capecodhealth.org/give-blood. If your New Year's resolution includes cleaning out your closets, please put clean bagged clothing and textiles in one of the drop boxes located in the parking lots of the Bourne Public Schools. These donations benefit the Bourne PTA. The Council on Aging, located in the community building on Main Street, offers a variety of programs to those 60 years and older. Newly offered by the Council on Aging is a Caregiver Respite Scholarship. This money is only available until June, so call COA Director Deborah Oliveira at 508-759-0600, extension 5226. Applications must be submitted by June 1st. Applicants can choose between 2 area adult day health programs, one in Mashpee and one in Wareham. A counselor from Independence House is available at the community building on the first Tuesday of the month from 10 a.m. to noon. If you or someone you know is struggling in a relationship, you can talk to a counselor. Either drop in during these hours or call for an appointment at 508-771-6507, extension 241. Sandy Childs of Edward Jones offers free half-hour financial planning sessions the first Tuesday of the month beginning at 2 p.m. Call the Council on Aging to make an appointment, 508-759-0600, extension 5300. Tai Chi with Carl Huberk is on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. and is $7 per class. On Thursday, February 10th at 11 a.m., there's a Zoom presentation with Henry Quinlan called Russia, Myths, Mysteries, and Spying. It's a 1-hour presentation based on his 30 years involvement with the former Soviet Union and Russia, including living in Moscow for 5 years during the demise of the USSR and the rise of the new Russia. Need some prepared meals? Order meals at the Council on Aging by noon on Friday for pickup the following Thursday. The list of meal options is available on their website, townofbourne.com. Click on the departments, choose the Council on Aging department, and then on the left side of the menu, Sid's Kitchen, or find them on Facebook. There's lots more programming at the Council on Aging. Check out their newsletter online at townofbourne.com and click on the Council on Aging department. Then select Newsletter from the menu on the left. Here's what's happening at the library.
Hi everyone, it's Kathy
And Iria.
and we're back at the library.
Yay! So people have been asking what is going on with the hours at the library. Like everybody, we are struggling to keep our staff and the patrons healthy. The requirements right now are that if a staff member comes down with COVID, there's a minimum 5-day quarantine. They may or may not be able to come back day 6 through 10. So to keep 58 hours a week over a 6-day schedule has been a real challenge, and trying to keep a building open with only 2 people isn't really safe. I feel more comfortable with 3 people. So other libraries across the state have experienced this as well. The Mass Board of Library Commissioners voted at their last meeting to waive the hours requirement through March. So we're going to a very easy schedule of 6 days, 8 hours, 48 hours until the end of March. So Valentine's Day is coming soon. Thursday, February 10th, for the love of trivia. Wasn't that catchy? We're doing family trivia night. It's an all ages trivia. We're going to do it by Zoom. Each family has to have, or each group has to have 1 smartphone in order to do their answers. But it's all categories: animals,
Car repair?
cooking tips, so everyone can play. You want to register on our website, bournelibrary.org, and the link will be sent to you. Right now we have about 8 families, so it would be really fun to have a lot of people compete with your neighbors, compete with your relatives. It is sponsored by the Trivia Brothers, DJ Ooch and his brother Nick. If any of you know DJ Ooch, it should be a really fun time, even if you don't get any of the answers right. The virtual stories and songs with the Snow Queen, Tuesday, February 22nd at 10 a.m. You might recognize her. Come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Songs and stories. It's about an hour-long program, and we are doing it virtually.
But you can still wear your crown.
And this part, I love this part.
Hey Iria, what are you reading?
The Personal Librarian by Marie Benedict.
I have a personal librarian.
But you're not JP Morgan. Details. So, in the interest of trying to offer more programs virtually, we are going to have 3 virtual book clubs in February, March, and April. The first book that we're doing is The Personal Librarian by Marie Benedict. The meeting is February 24th at 7 p.m. There'll be a Zoom link up on our website by the time you see this program. You're asking, why her? We have partnered with 4 other libraries to have Marie Benedict come and do an author talk. Looks like the beginning of March. The details aren't quite ironed out, whether it's going to be the 10th or the 17th, but definitely look for her and more information. She's going to be promoting her new book.
What is it?
You ask great questions. I don't remember. You can even leave that in. Let's talk about The Personal Librarian. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The other books we're doing are The Exiles and Hamnet. We're going to try it for 3 months and see how it is. Hopefully by April, we'll be back to in-person, or it may turn out that Zoom book clubs are a lot more popular than we ever suspected. So come pick up your copy at the front desk. There are multiple copies, regular print, large print, audiobook, and multiple copies on Libby. Have any problems, give us a call. 508-759-0600, extension 6302. Thanks.
This is my book.
I already read it.
This is an opportunity to be a hero to some child here in Bourne. What we do is you get to pick any one or two children's books you like. They can be something that speaks to you, one of your childhood favorites.
Achoo!
Sneezy the Snowman.
Oh,
Or-
I didn't. COVID, sorry.
Now I'll have to get tested. Anyway. Or either a childhood favorite or something that the library can suggest for you. Sue here, our wonderful videographer, will record you reading the book and then put it on our website so that children at any time can hear somebody reading a book to them.
So it's not a replacement for in-person story hours. We are still doing story walks. We are still doing a lot of virtual programming for kids. But sometimes you just want someone to read a story. And all my joking about Sneezy the Snowman. Brr, achoo. Sneezy the Snowman is cold, cold, cold. If you have any kind of sense of humor, which of course we do, it's a lot of fun to read to kids. And as Kathy said, it could be a book that you enjoyed as a child. It could be a book about your profession. If you're a vet or
Fireman,
exactly, anything that would be
an
kind of fun.
astronaut.
And we're more than willing to come to you. So if it's more convenient to go to your place of work or something else, we're willing to work with you. But I think it would be fun to have a community reads and come together around one theme. So contact Terry Johnson, tjohnson@bournelibrary.org.
Hey, Iria, what's with the display? And how come I can't get Acorn TV anymore?
Okay, so Acorn TV realized during the pandemic that a lot of people were not able to see their programs, not able to subscribe, not get to the movie theaters. So they, for a very short period, allowed libraries to purchase the licensing rights to do streaming. It was a smashing success. People are hooked, and now they're looking for people to purchase the annual license fee for $60 a household. But why do that when you can come here? So we have 55 different series put out by Acorn TV, available on DVD.
Wow.
This is a new one, Acceptable Risk. We have some of the older ones, Agatha Raisin.
I love Agatha Raisin.
Yeah. So what's cool about it is that for $60, you could have streaming at home, but it's free here, and your taxes pay for it. So come on in.
Curbside pickup is still available at the library. The Bourne Food Pantry accepts food donations and monetary donations. Food donations can be dropped off at the box in the lobby of the Bourne Community Building. The pantry is located at 20 Commerce Park in Pecasset. It's open Tuesdays, 9 a.m. to noon. For more information, call the pantry at 508-759-3351 or find them on Facebook. If you are in need of Meals on Wheels, or if you could volunteer to deliver meals, please call Elder Services of Cape Cod at 508-394-4630. Here are some beautiful photos taken by area photographers showing the beauty that surrounds us. Here's an update on COVID-19. Each household is eligible for 4 free test kits from the U.S. government. To order your test kits, go to www.covidtest.gov or call 800-232-0233. Order your test kits now so that you have them on hand if and when you need them. Thankfully, the COVID numbers are coming down as we get through the winter surge in cases. On January 31st, Moderna received full FDA approval for its COVID-19 vaccine that's been given to millions of Americans under the Emergency Use Authorization for the past year. A new vaccine option may become available. Novavax announced on January 31st that it has formally submitted a request for the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to authorize its coronavirus vaccine for emergency use in the United States. Novavax's vaccine, administered as 2 doses 3 weeks apart, is made using small laboratory-built pieces of the coronavirus to stimulate immunity, a more traditional approach for vaccine development that some people may be more familiar with and more comfortable with compared with the new mRNA vaccines made by Moderna and Pfizer-BioNTech. Concerns about mRNA vaccine technology have led some to refuse vaccinations, perhaps using a more familiar technology to develop a COVID vaccine will reassure those who have been hesitant to get vaccinated. The positivity rate for the state of Massachusetts on February 1st was 7.13%, and for Barnstable County, 15.31%. Here are the numbers for the last 2 weeks in January, but please note that COVID numbers are falling, so positivity rates may be significantly lower in February. Bourne's positivity rate, 18.77%. Falmouth 15.8%, Mashpee 19.93%, Plymouth 19.22%, Sandwich 16.61%, and Wareham 24.05%. There are more than 1,000 locations across Massachusetts to get vaccinated or receive a booster shot. The vaccine is free and no ID or insurance is required for a vaccination. Visit vaxfinder.mass.gov for a list of vaccination locations. Need a COVID test? A free Stop the Spread testing site is located at the Cape Cod Melody Tent in Hyannis. It's open Mondays 9 to 1, Tuesdays 1 to 6, and Wednesdays 9 to 1. Drive-through COVID testing is available by appointment at the Cape Cod Hospital campus in Hyannis, Sunday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m., and at the Falmouth Hospital campus, Sunday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Well, thanks so much for watching this episode of the Bourne Review, and I'll see you next time.